Oh, don't jump. Don't jump. Don't jump.
Hello everybody. Unfortunately, my GoPro mic was not picking up audio for the first half of this video, so I'm going to be doing a voiceover where necessary. Today I'm going to be fishing a part of the river where I haven't fished before, so I woke up early in the morning before sunrise and rode my bike out to the spot. I'm really kind of anxious about fishing new spots because I'm still a beginner, but I think it's important to go out and explore and expand beyond my comfort zone because that's the only way I'm going to improve. So hopefully today will be successful. I'm getting an early start on it and hoping for a nice pike or two to keep and eat. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing in this video. Hope you enjoy. Alright, so I made it to the spot. It's still pretty dark out. I can't really see into the water. I have the ISO bumped up on my camera so it looks a lot brighter than it is. Everything's very, very still. There's nothing moving around the water. I'm probably just gonna eat a quick little sandwich and get everything rigged up and then toss it in. To start the day off, I'm going to be fishing with a soft bait from my favorite company, Lieblingsköder. This is the 15 centimeter version of the Sheriff, which is specifically designed for dawn and dusk fishing, which it is obviously very dark, so I'm hoping that this will bring in a fish early in the morning. So, as you can see by the steam coming off the water, the air temperature is quite a bit cooler than the actual water temperature. Right now it's the end of August, and the water temperature is still around 20 degrees, so it's quite warm. This is actually the first night this late summer that the air temperature has actually cooled off a bit at night. I think that 20 degrees is a little bit high on the temperature scale for pike to be super active due to the decrease in oxygen in the water, but I'm still hoping to be able to catch one by staying persistent and fishing on. So it actually didn't take very long until I got my first strike here. Unfortunately, I only caught the back end of it on video. I'm trying to slow it down here so you can see where it was at. Basically, there's a grass line right before the bank, and the pike appeared to be resting in the grass line where they usually rest, of course, but he was too slow to grab the bait. But still, it's really exciting, and it made me hopeful for the day. I ended up fishing that spot a little longer than I usually fish a spot, just to wait for the light to come up a bit before I jumped into my standard routine, which is basically I'll fish one spot for about 10 casts, trying to cover different areas and depths of the river before moving about 30 to 40 meters to the next spot downriver. And I just continue this process basically all day. That's just my main process. Fish roughly 10 casts, move on. Even if I catch a fish in a spot, I'll usually typically maybe do 2 or 3 casts after catching a fish and then move on again anyways. My goal is to cover as much river as possible in an efficient time and manner in order to explore the river and increase my chances of finding where the fish are. Alright, so it's about 7 in the morning. I've been fishing for a good hour so far. It's gotten a lot brighter, so I am switching over to the 15 centimeter pinky from Lieblingsköder. The weather's looking good, theoretically. It's cloudy, we got some rain. I'm just gonna keep moving relatively quickly along the river because this is a section I don't know very well, and if I don't know the section very well, I kind of just move a little more quickly, I'm testing everything out. So if I come back in the future, I'll have a better idea what the water structure is like, what's in the water, so on and so forth. So I decided to decrease the size of my bait to the 10 centimeter instead of the 15 centimeter. My thinking is just because I've never fished this section river before and I have no idea what's in here. So I want to increase the chance of catching anything to boost my confidence that there's fish in here at all. I want to fish the 10 centimeter and see if I catch any baits on that and then go from there.
Oh, don't jump. Don't jump. Don't jump. Oh. Joey, what do we got here? Don't jump, you son of a gun. All right. Netted. Sick. Oh, he's a heavy boy. He's got to be a keeper. Feels like a keeper to me. Oh, he's definitely a keeper. Look at that. All right, sick. What time is it? It is exactly 8 o'clock in the morning. Get out and measure this chunker here. Looks like we're gonna have fish for the freezer. Heck yeah. Don't tell me he's not 55 centimeters. He's definitely 55 centimeters. Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at that fish. Heck yeah, that's a nice one. That's a perfect size fish. Let's get him on here. He's got the hook really in there. I have to get my pliers out, but hold on. Let's measure. Oh, he's pissed. Chill. Yeah, I know. What do we got there? 67 centimeter fish right there. That is a good keeper. Heck yeah. Well, maybe no, 67 centimeters. Sick. All right, let me put him out his misery really quick. We'll get a better look at him. All right, so exactly at 8 a.m., about 2 hours of fishing. Got a nice, perfect eater size pike. I'm happy about that. Well, now they know they're biting, I'm gonna go ahead and try to catch another one here. I might move on a little bit up the river, but there we go. Never been to this section of the river before. There was nothing biting at all, no movement on the water at all. And I was thinking, man, I don't know if there's anything here. And then, out of nowhere, this guy struck the crap out of the 10 centimeter pinky from Lieblingsköder. Again, the pinky is advertised as being for murky water and cloudy weather, with exactly the weather we have right now. So it worked as advertised. It doesn't get much better than that. Perfect fish for the freezer. Alright, so I've decided to call it a day for this morning. It was a success for sure. I caught a good keeper. It's interesting going places where you've never fished before. I don't know, you're just not very confident, and then when something does work, it's extra rewarding. But the weather's turning, it's clearing up, there's no wind, nothing, so I think the chances of me catching something are a lot lower right now, and I honestly don't want to waste my time all day trying to catch another fish since I have a good keeper. I'm definitely going to come back and start from where I'm leaving now and explore further up the river sometime in the near future, probably next weekend when I have more time. Yeah, I've only had the 2 small bites at the beginning of this trip and then the 1 keeper. Other than that, I had nothing, no bites, nothing, didn't see any fish moving on the surface. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe. Catch you next time.